Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday, 11th of September. I hope you're all well. From a beautiful sunny beginning of the week, it's now very overcast and cold. The roller coaster ride of spring. Today we're going to work with THERABANds. It's been a while since I've done a THERABAND class, and I like the resistance of it. So if you've got THERABANds, then get them ready. If you don't, just skip this class and go ahead onto another class of mine. I'm sorry, don't feel left out. I'll get back to you next week. Okay, so I've got two. I use one open for extensions, and I've got one that I've tied for my leg stabilizers. So if you've got one, go ahead and tie it up because we're going to do legs first. And then you can undo it if you've only got one THERABAND for the arm work that we'll do after that. But first, as always, we are going to do a little bit of stretching and warm up. I'm just having my morning juice. Advertising green juice. You've got to kind of chew your way through it. The rest of my family are like, no thanks. Every day I offer, would you like some juice? No, thank you. Keep it to yourself, you green thing. All right. Wow, I'm in the spotlight here. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand, hip width apart as usual, and we're going to just stretch it out a bit. So bring your arms overhead, nice deep breath in, and stretch the body, right arm overhead, left arm, and release. Good. Again, breathe in, and stretch. A little bit over to the right, tilting a little bit over to the left, just a gentle one. Back to center, bend your knees and round your spine, so get a nice cat stretch, rounding the back until you feel the vertebra really stretching. And again, bend your knees and curl the spine, chin tucked in, rounding, feel that extension of the spine. And let's do one more. Bending at the knees, tucking the bum under, rolling forward, so you're rounding the spine. And release the arms down and stand up. Whew, we did a lot of arm work this week. I can feel it in my shoulders. All right. We're going to take the leg out to the right, legs out wide. And you're going to just press the hips side to side. We're just loosening up the spine and we're stretching the stabilizers a bit. We're going to warm them up because we're going to be using them a lot, and we're warming the inside stabilizers. So it's straight, upper body stays still, and we're just pushing the legs from side to side. You can feel the work on the hips and the inner thigh as you stretch side to side, feet facing forward. Okay, and again, always just keep a little bit of control on the stomach, so it's not tight and it's not floppy, it's just a little bit of contraction, keeping your body upright. So lengthen and strengthen over here, just to support, so you're not using your spine to wiggle. Okay, nice. Now we're going to turn the body into that side lunge and stretch that back calf. Make sure your knee's not over the foot, so don't go there. Keep that knee back from the foot and extend that back leg, and a nice stretch on that heel. Arms outstretched for a little bit of balance. And then you're going to roll forward, hands inside of that knee, and drop that knee back. Okay, my hands are inside of the left knee, my right leg stretching back, hands are flat on the ground, and I'm giving a good old lunge. Nice. Take the knee down, and stretch the body back, keeping that front leg straight, head tucked in. A lovely stretch on the back of the leg. Good stuff. And then you're going to come back up to standing. All right, turning over to the other side, into that lunge, stretching that back leg. Right leg is, also watch that your knee doesn't turn to the side, that it doesn't fall outwards, that it's directly in line with the foot. And stretching that back leg, emphasis on this back. Balancing a bit, bringing in the core. And now we're going to roll forward inside of that right knee. Take that left leg back a bit so you've got a nice lunge position. Keep that knee close to your chest, to your shoulder. Tuck that chin in. Let the body adjust to the stretch. And then you're going to take that left knee down, put the foot flat, keep the hands stretching forward and stretch that right leg. Keep the chin tucked in. And hold, let the body adjust. Nice. And we're coming back up. Alright, back to standing. Last stretch for the legs, right foot over left, as always, rolling forward and hanging. Let your head hang. Good, curling up, change over, left foot's in front of your right, and curling down. And hang. Hang from the hips. Relax the neck. And curling up. Nice. Alright, stabilizers, be warned. Here we go. So I'm going to grab my THERABAND that's got the knot. You can just take your THERABAND, fold it in half, and just do it a knot at the end. Okay. And then you're going to go and stand in the middle of it. Inside of that ring. Alright, men, make sure you've got something covering your ankles because the THERABAND tends to tug on your hair. So as you're doing this, you might get a little bit of a waxing. Alright, so I'm going to move over to the side here. In a limited space, we just do side lunges. If you've got a big room and you've got space, you can just lunge all the way across the room and then back again. But in a small space, it's fine. Just do one forward, one back, one forward, one back, which is what we're going to do now. So feet facing forward, you're going to take a nice big step out to the right and bring the left foot in. Left two. And side and side. Make sure when you're doing this that you're pushing from the heel so that your knee stays forward and you're not pushing from the toe, meaning that you're rotating the knee out and engaging the glutes. We want to engage the flexors. Okay, so really important, keep that heel making the first move and not the toe. Alright, how many are we doing? Let's start together. 1 and 2 and challenge yourself, go for a big step. 3, 4, check those heels. 5, I can really feel I worked hard this week. 6, my body's like 7, skip please. 8, 9, we're doing baker's dozen. 10, 11, 12 and 13. Nice. Woo, and shake it out. Yesterday afternoon I spent the whole afternoon making a whole new bed for sunflowers. I made a bee bed. It's got calendula, sunflower, basil, tomatoes, peppers. The bees are going to be very happy. Alright. Yep. The good news is we've got 1 down. The bad news is we're doing 3 sets. Okay. Now, let the fact that I'm doing it with you bolster you into doing all of them with me. Okay. If I was just talking from the mat, you could feel a little bit resentful, but do as I do. Number 2, round, lunge from the heel. 2, 3, go on, nice big steps. 4, 5, 6, oh, my toes starting to point out. 7, none of that. 8, 9, 10, it's hard work. 11 and 12, 13. Woo! Whoopsie. All right, shake it out. those flexors. Nice. Okay, one more set. Are you guys ready? I've got the window open. There's an ice cold wind coming in here. Ice cold, not really, I'm being dramatic. I think it's like 7 degrees. Okay, lunging, here we go. 1 from the heel. 2, this is our last set. 3, 4, yeah. 5, 6, 7, go big. 8, nice big step. 9, 10, I feel my core starting to work. 11, 12, hippie, yay. 13, oh, and go ahead and step out of that. Nice. So now we're going to just loosen those hips. So we're going to go toe to toe, heel to heel, toe to toe, heel to heel, toe to toe, heel to heel. And then we're going to change direction, starting with the left foot. Toe to toe, heel to heel, just to loosen that up. Good job. Okay, moving on to the straight THERABAND. So go ahead and undo that knot in case you've tied it. Now you've only got one THERABAND. I'm just hoping mine doesn't tear. We're going to start with the arms. So I'm going to double mine up because mine has had a long life and ordering more has been a bit impossible. So I'm going to start with it doubled up. You go ahead and have it single. If you feel strong, go double. Okay. Now this, doing the arms, we're going to go from low down, middle, and then high. Okay. And each time we go to a different area. It's 2 at the bottom, 1 middle, 2 at the top. You're going to feel it works different parts of the body. My concern, since you're not in the room with me and I can't check on you, is that when we do this, if you activate your hips and you kind of go from a tucked under hip, leaning back or forward. So really concentrate when you're standing, feet hip width apart, scoop in the tummy and just press the hips back slightly. So stick your bum up ever so slightly so you're in a neutral spine. And then when you pull, make sure that you're not pulling with your hips pulling forward. Okay, keep that flexors here loose. Don't let them stretch open with the pelvis tilting back. Okay. If you have problems with this one, WhatsApp me and I will guide you through it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to keep a little bit of softness on my knees. I'm not hyperextending my knees because then the tension's here. And I don't want the tension here, I want the tension here. So I'm going to soften my knees and keep them soft. I've got a slight forward roll on my hips, sticking my bum out slightly. So there's a little softness here. Okay, so my knees are soft, my hips are soft, and I'm going to concentrate on the core, the work coming up into the core. Okay, these are going to stabilize, but they're not going to do the work. Alright, enough chit chat, let's get going. Keep those shoulders open as well. Don't let them round. Okay. Obviously the strength is, the minute you're doing this, you're using the spine and the muscles along the spine. I want you to keep those shoulders open, the head up, and use these muscles in front of the body. Okay. Jeez, I just said enough talking and here I am. Ready? So we're going to start at the bottom, long back of the neck, keep that chin tilted in. And we're going to pull, raise to shoulder height, pull. Raise to 3/4, pull. If you can go overhead and still maintain integrity on your body, in other words, you're not going to push your hips forward to get your arms overhead, go ahead and do that. If you're just going to bring them just to in line with your ears or your chin, that's fine, as long as they're raised over your heart. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2 there, bring them to shoulder, 1 and down, 1, 2, lift up, 1, overhead, 1, 2, shoulders down, 1, shoulders overhead, 1, shoulders and down. So it's 2 each One in the middle, two top, two bottom. Keep going. Center, down, two, center, up, two, center, down, two. Watch the neck and shoulders. Get that chin tucked in. Well, the two there, sorry. One, two, center. I can't multitask. And up, two, shoulder, down, two. Get those shoulders down and back. One, two, center, one, two. Last set, center, one, two, center, one, and release. Okay, so I have no pressure on my spine, no pressure on my legs. I feel nothing on legs or spine. I feel a lot of work on my shoulders, and I feel a little bit of work in my core here. If your shoulders are hunched, you're going to feel tension in your neck afterwards, because that would have had to stabilize. Okay, so really concentrate on keeping those shoulders open and back, and that the chin tucked in. It will want to lift to engage the spine in the exercise. You want to keep that spine nice and long and out of the story. Okay, yes, we're doing 3 sets, okay? So again, make sure that you're centered over the feet, that you've got a softening on the knees, softening on the hips, slightly back, tummy scooped in, ribs pulling down. We want to stabilize, get a strong core. Shoulders open, head tilted down. My head lifts, okay? I'm aware of that, so I'm going to keep adjusting my chin down. Are you ready? 1 and 2, center, 1, 2, center. Number 2, 1, 2, center, 1, 2, center. Number 3, 1, 2, and center, 1, 2, center, 4. Someone accused me of bad counting yesterday. 1, 2, center, 5, center, middle, 6, 2, shoulders, 1, 2, watch that chin, 7, center, oh, now it's starting to burn, watch that you're on going into the hips, 8, center, overhead, center, 9, woo, center, biceps and deltoids, center, 10, center, overhead, center, 11, all those biceps, 12, mummy, watch that the wrist doesn't turn out now to accommodate. 1 more, let's go. 1, 2, center, 1, 2, center, and release. Woo! I'm just going to shake those out now. Such warm shoulders. Yeah, we got another set, so go ahead and just do some swinging on the arms just to loosen up that deltoid. That's that muscle in the front here, that's the one that's burning. Very easily identified. I'm going to take my left arm overhead and just do a bit of a stretch. Right arm overhead, stretch. And let's go back for our last set. Again, I'm doing it, you doing it. We're in this together. Don't fast forward the section. Okay, tomorrow's Saturday, and you can drink your coffee from a straw if you can't lift your mug. Or your tea. Okie dokes, here we go. Softening on the knees, hips, shoulders back, chin down. 1, 2, shoulder, overhead. 2, shoulder. 1, 2, centered. 1, 2, center. 3, 2, center, overhead. 2, center. 4, chin down, center, overhead, and center. 5, oh, I'm already feeling it. center. 6. Your head's going to want to pull to one side. The body's going to want to have to go into the lower back. Just keep working on the upper body. 8. Center, over, head, center. 9. Over, head, center. 10. Center, over, head, center. 11. My mom used to say when she gave me a hiding, this will hurt you more than it will hurt me. How? Okay, last one. Going. Number 13. 1, 2, center. Get that chin down. 1, 2, center, and release. Whoa. All right, I'm coming in. We're going to just do a quick shoulder release on that one. And I'm going to have a bit of my breakfast smoothie. All right. Whew. Feel those muscles burn. Let's take the hands behind the head. Pull the shoulders back. Elbows to the head. Elbows back. Elbows to the head. Nice and gentle. We're just kind of flapping them in and out. Loosening up those muscles. Okay, hands on top of the head. Little stretch to the right. To center. To left. To center. And down. Shake it up. All right, right shoulder up. And left shoulder up. Just stretching that bicep and the deltoid. 1. And loosening the scapula. 2. Try to keep the head still. Don't turn the head to the shoulder. 3. 4. Keep the chin level, spine straight. Good, where were we? 7. Counting is such a drag sometimes. 9, 10, 11, 12, and both together. 1, and pull them down. 2, and down. 3, down. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's enough. All right, they should feel better now. We are now going to go work on our backs. One more sip here. And you're going to take your THERABAND and we're going to first stretch. So I'm just going to undo. Mine's rolled up into like a little tight ball here. So go ahead and tie your THERABAND again. And just put it aside because first we're going to do some roll-ups. So starting sitting up straight. Let me just move my screen down a little bit. There we go. All right. Sitting legs outstretched in front of you. Toes pulling back. Arms at shoulder height. You're going to take a nice deep breath in. Chin to chest. Round the back, but not the shoulders. That's shoulder round, that's back. And curl gently towards the toes. And hold that position. Wait for the body to loosen. All right, curling back up. Breathe in. And again, chin to chest. Keep the shoulders lined around the back, scooping, digging the chest down into the stomach, and then reaching forward with the body, not the arms. So press, lengthen the spine towards the toes. Top of the head pointing forward, chin tucked in, and hold. And then coming back, you're going to scoop in the tummy, pull the chest back into alignment. And when you come up, you should have a nice position on those shoulders still. Okay, we're going to do one more. Breathe in, chin to chest, Ribs down to the tummy, rounding the back, and then pressing the top of the head towards the toes, lengthening the spine. Keep those toes pulling back. And coming back, pull the rib cage back, lengthening up the spine and raising the head. Good. All right, we're going to roll back down. We're going to roll backwards this time. So you're going to tuck in, pull the hips back, rounding the back. Keep the head and shoulders nice and solid, curling down and arms overhead. Point your toes, stretch the body, get a good old stretch. Bring the arms forward, long back of the neck, curling. Bring those arms towards the toes, top of the head reaching forward. And flex the feet, sitting up tall, scooping in. Let's roll back down. Arms overhead, pointing toes. Breathe in. Curling, follow those hands, keeping the shoulders open, reaching forward. One more. Sit up tall, flex the feet, and curl. Keep those shoulders stable. Good. Pointing toes. And here we go. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Nice. All right. I've got my THERABAND. Yay. Putting it around my ankles. And then I'm going to bring it up to my knees. And I kind of wrap it over my knees, keeping it open. Okay? And my feet are together. We're going to start in this position, sitting up tall, opening up the knees, and then squeezing them together. Opening up and squeezing. Now, you want to keep as tall on your body as possible, so that when you open the knees, you're not going to be doing this, okay, and engaging the glutes again. Those glutes, they are so cheeky. You want to keep up straight and open up with a nice erect spine, okay. And when you come back, you want to squeeze those knees together. You're really going to feel this in your hip flexors. Okay, you're going to feel it here. All right. Arms outstretched, lengthen up that spine. Men with a very tight lower back, or a woman, not be sexist here, you can go ahead and just raise your hips by sitting on a bit of a booster seat. I will let you in this position, but make sure it's firm enough that your body is straight, that you're sitting on your tailbone and a nice straight spine. Okay, enough talk. Shoulders nice and down and back, head tilted in so that your eyes are looking directly forward, not up, not down. And hands shoulder width apart, feet together. Squeeze those knees together, feel those hip flexors and open. 1 and 2 and 3. Ooh, tummy muscles in, shoulders back. 5. You can adjust it if you need to. 6, 7. Get that spine straight. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Ooh, put your hands behind you. Stretch out those legs. And we're going to roll forward after that, just to stretch that lower back. That's supposed to be a warm-up exercise. It feels like it came straight from the bowels of hell. Okay, round 2. Did I do 12 there? Arms outstretched, knees squeezing together, shoulders down, head level, feet together, and squeeze open. Now watch, as you come back up, your body wants to pull back, so keep it erect. 1 and close. 2, and I want contact. 3, 4, shoulders down and back, tilt that chin. 5, 6, 7, 8, lengthen up that spine. 9, ooh, I think this is going to hurt tomorrow. 10, 11, squeeze those knees together, and 12. Ooh, see my hands starting to open there, having a conversation with my knees. Flexy, flexy. All right, reach forward. Chin tucked in, enjoy the stretch. And we're going to do the last ones. Okay. Whew. This is such an extreme position Sitting up straight with knees together, isn't it? Arms outstretched, lengthen up that spine. If you are finding your back rounding a bit, just boost your bum up, sit on a cushion so you can get it as straight as possible. It's intense here, intense, there. Okay, squeezing the knees together, shoulders down and back, let's go. Open, squeeze, 1, 2, 3, 4, shoulders, 5, 6, 7, breathe, 8, 9, 10, sit up straight, 11, here we go, 12, and I'm going to just roll straight down onto my back and bring my knees to my chest. I might even rock a bit. Yesterday I worked with the pickaxe and the shovel and I can feel it in my lower back. Okay, now we're going to go into our back position, and when you take your right knee out, your left knee is going to stay stable and you're going to pull it back. I'm going to work just on that right leg, back and forward. So, men, if you're lying on your back and your chin is tilted back because of your neck, go ahead and put a cushion under so that you've got a level, so your neck is level, so that your eyes are looking directly at the ceiling. If you look down, you can see the tips of your knees. Okay, anybody, men and women. If you're lying flat out on your back and your chin is lifted, get a cushion, bring that chin in. Okay, shoulders are up to the ceiling. I mean, hands are, shoulders are on the ground, please. And when you take that leg out, take the knee and the foot parallel and pull it back. Lower back and press down onto the mat for stability. Okay, here we go. 1 and back. 2, 3. It feels easy after the last exercise. 4. Watch your arms don't move and watch that that left knee doesn't rock. 7, 8. Use the tummy muscles. 9, 10, 11. And watch that that foot isn't turned in. And 1 more. Good. Drop the knees to the chest. I think I must turn my back this way so you can see the feet. When you take your foot and your knee out, it's parallel. Okay, we're doing the left leg now. Legs in a nice bug, shoulders down and back. 1. Stabilize here. 2, 3, 4. Lower back pressing down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Knees to the chest. Relax the body. That's our first set. Okay, we're going to go around for number 2. If your lower back is sore, it's because you might be tilting the pelvis forward to try and hold those knees. So go ahead, tilt the pelvis back a bit, but take the knees forward, just so you feel that tension. But make sure your lower back is nicely pulled in, pressing against the mat, and your tummy muscles are in. Going onto the right leg, long back of the neck, tilt that chin in, and 1, and down. Don't let the hands move. 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch those hands haven't dropped overhead or drop down. 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax the shoulders. 11, 12, and 13. Knees to chests and relax. All right, let's go for the left leg, legs back and back. Left leg going 1 and back. 2, 3. Watch that this knee doesn't fall out. 4, 5. Make sure the foot's going with the knee. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, relax your shoulders, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, now I'm starting to feel it here. Relax the knees to chest, rock side to side. We've got one more set. Okay. Watch out for crampy toes. Back into your bug position. Arms up, long neck. Make sure also that your feet haven't dropped below the knees. Keep them in line, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Here we go, right leg, last set. 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I was going to just keep going. I was enjoying it so much. Drop those knees to the chest. I was daydreaming there. Okay, going on to the last set of the left leg. Scoop in those tummy muscles, press the spine up against the mat, and out we go. 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold on, 7, 8, 9, this leg's getting tired, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Well done. Stretch those legs out, and I'm going to roll around onto my tummy. Good job. Just stretch the legs out and rock side to side. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to target the, I'm going to take the THERABAND down to my feet. Go ahead and do the same. Almost to my ankles. We're going to target these muscles here. Okay. But I want you to make sure that you are using, you know the story. When we work on our tummies, you want to really engage those tummy muscles to protect the lower back. The arms are going to be tucked under, the hands tucked under the head, shoulders open and relaxed, tummy muscles in, and we're going to pull those legs apart. We're going to keep them off the mat, and we're going to pull apart. Okay. When you do it, keep the shoulders relaxed, but tighten the glutes and tighten in the belly. Pull that belly into the spine and keep it tight. Make sure when you open the legs that you don't turn the knees out sideways. Keep them facing down, and again pull from the heels. Okay. Are you ready? Pulling 1, and I've got them hooked over my heels so they don't slip up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep the tummy pulled in. 10, 11, and 12. And release. Bend those knees and relax the body. If you want to, you can go into a shell stretch to stretch that lower back. Nice. And back we go. Okay, ready for round 2. I think we call this the mid-month madness, this session. It's lovely, lovely work for the legs. Okay, head down, shoulders back. Tighten the glutes, turn those knees down to the mat, don't let them turn out. Lift the legs up and pulling apart. 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the upper body relaxed, shoulders and neck. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Woo, release. Again, shall stretch if you need to. Very good. We've got one more set. Don't worry, there will be a reckoning. We will stretch it out. Go ahead down onto your tummy again for the last set. Legs extended, lift them off the ground, and also try and make sure that you're not just pumping them out and letting them spring back. Extend them, widen them apart, release them gently back in. So it's studied, it's controlled, and there's no kind of flicking with the elastic. Okay, last set. 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember to breathe, please. 9, 10. Turn those knees in. 11, 12, and last one, 13. Well done. Okay, go one more shell stretch. Great stuff. And then you're going to go ahead, take that THERABAND off and lie on your side. Okay, we're going to just stretch out those legs. So you got your knee, your bottom leg, knee is bent, head on your hands, top leg is straight. So you're going to swing that top leg in a nice big circle. Okay, one hand in front of you for balance, but go ahead and do a nice full circle. I'm not worried about form. You can turn the knee in, you can turn it out. I just want to get it good. Take the leg back behind you. Nice big circle. Are you ready? 1 and 2 and 3. Nice and big. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that leg straight. 8, 9. You thought it wasn't supposed to get uncomfortable. 10. The stabilizers on the other side. 11, 12, and 13. Great stuff. Okay, we'll take that circle the other way. So straighten that leg out in front of you. Pull it back. Pull it forward. 1. Nice big circle. 2, 3, 4. It's quite a heavy leg. 5, 6, 7. Swing it behind you. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, last one, 13, and release. Okay, going on to the other side. Luckily we're not doing 3 sets of those. I keep all the fun ones for short ones. Alright, onto the other side. Bend your knees out in front of you. Straighten out that top leg and we'll pull in a big circle, pulling it forward, stretching it back. 1, oh, this leg wants to bend. 2, nice big circle. 3, swooping down from the back to the front. 4, 5, 6, oh, this is a bent leg. 7, try and keep it straight. 8, 9, make sure it goes behind you. 10, 11, 12, and 13. Great stuff. Okay, I'm going to change direction. So you're going to bring the leg forward, up, and take it back. and swoop it forward. 1, 2, 3, nice straight leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, controlled. 8, 9, phew, this gets tiring. 10, supposed to relax us. 11, yoinks. 12, went a bit too far behind me there. And 13. Nice. And release. Okay. You're going to roll onto your back. Take the feet wide apart and just drop that right knee in. Give me a good stretch to the glutes and the hip flexor. Arms overhead. Stretch. Relax the body. And bring that left knee in. Good. Both feet together, knees together, hands under the knees. We're going to roll like a ball, loosening up the spine. Okay, ready. Now, I want you to do, we're going to do 3 sets of these, and in the 13. And the reason why is I want you to really concentrate and just take your time, do it in your own time, on keeping that balanced position, keeping the shoulders nice and engaged and the elbows open, so that when you roll, you're not pulling your knees to your chest, okay? And you're not flinging your head back, okay? And you're not tucking it in and losing the shape, okay? Like this. So you want to try and keep as much control in the distance of the knees from the chest, head, shoulders open, head down, and tilt the pelvis. So you're going to tilt and fall with the maintained spine, and then tilt it up to balance. Okay, 1, here we go. And after, believe me, 3 sets, you'll know about it. 2, balance. 3, balance, shoulders down. 4, elbows open. 5, shoulders back. 6, 7. Okay, now I'm already starting to lose shape. 8, 9. Make sure your toes are parallel, they're not kissing. 10, 11, 12. Last one. 13. And release. Come out of that position, shake it out. Okay, so before we do the next set, I'm feeling a lot of tension on my wrists and my arms from holding that position. Okay? A little bit of tension on my neck from not having any adjustment for that whole time. Maybe a little bit of tummy work, of holding that crunch on the pelvis. I've got a little bit of active muscles under my rib cage here. So, and I've got a little bit of my breakfast coming too. Okay, so let's do another set. Again, I'm doing it, you do it. Okay, it's really, I want you to feel how these 3 sets really dig into the deepest muscles of that particular work that we're doing. When we do 1 set, we activate and we're doing good, but every now and again I like to just really focus on muscle groups and really work them as much as I can. So don't fast forward, don't skip this, okay? This is fun, rolling like a ball, it's good for us, keeps us young. Okay, so coming up, hands, elbows open, hands tucked under. They're not holding the knees, okay? That's going to get really tiring really fast. They're just on the outside of the knees. And you keep in that position. Are you ready? Chin tucked in, tilt the pelvis, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. Make sure that knee space is open and that the distance from your chest stays the same. 5. Whoopsie. Lost it there. 6. 7. Open those toes away from each other. 8. Whew, now my tummy muscles are burning. 9. My back wants to flatten out. 10. Tilt that chin in. My shoulders rounded there. I felt it. 11. Keep those shoulders open. 12. 13. And release. Okay. Again, still my arms taking the most flack. Tummy muscles second in a row. And now, finally, my hip flexors are starting to complain. Okay, we're going to do one more set. Safely. Obviously, if you feel great discomfort, please don't. But if you're managing, let's go ahead and do one more set. Okay. Stick with me, guys. Feet off the ground. Hands next to the knees. Chin tucked in. Shoulders open. Elbows out. Breathe. Remember to breathe. And here we go. 1. Knees open. Feet open. 2. 3. 4. Maintain that balance at the top for a second. 5. Whew, I threw my head there. 6. Make it a pelvic twist. Tilt. 7. 8. Almost there. Oh my word, my stomach muscles. 9. 10. You see my knees are coming closer now, wanting to help. 11. Keep that chin tucked in. And 12. One more. 13. And up. All right, nice one, guys. I'm proud of you if you did all of those. I am. We're going to stretch it all out now. I think my arms really took the most strain. So come ahead, come onto your knees. I know you can sit on your bum. Just bring those arms overhead. Give a good twist to the side of the body. We're just stretching out that spine, opening it up. Side to side, side to side. Arms forward, round the back. Head up and look up. Good. Okay. Sit on your bum. Bring that right leg in, up against the thigh on the left side, and pull that left leg back so you got your hips square. Breathe in, chin to chest, straight over the knee, reaching forward. And rest there. Just relax the body. And release. Nice. Change legs. Right leg outstretched. Left leg tucked in. Pull that right hip back. Breathe in and reach for those toes. Lengthen the spine. Chin tucked in. And release. If you've got your THERABAND, you can use it just to do a forward stretch. If you can't reach your toes, you can just wrap it around, reach forward. Soften the body, relax. Nice. And before we go up, I want the legs nice and wide, stretching the body through the midline, getting a good stretch on those muscles that work so hard. Pressing down. I'm not a yoga person, you can tell. I'll just go down flat. Good. Stretch across to the right, the left foot. Stretching the body and the shoulder. And then across to the right. Nice. And release. Feet together, knees open. And again, stretching through the midline. And release. Okay. We're going to go onto our hands and knees into a push-up position and then up into dog stretch. So Anna, you go ahead and get into a push-up position. Tabletop. Slide the right leg out. Take some weight on it. Slide the left leg out into your push-up position. Breathe in. Exhale. Up into your dog stretch. Drop those heels. Stretch the back. Enjoy a nice stretch on the back of the legs. Chin tucked in. Good. Back into your push-up position. Shoulders back. Breathe in. And we'll just drop those hips slightly. Pull the shoulders back. And then back into your dog stretch. And walk the hands back to the feet. And before you roll up, just hang. Bend your knees for me, curling up the spine. May I move my screen a bit? Here we are, standing again. Hopefully standing happily. Nothing too tired or stiff. Take your arms overhead. Stretch, looking to the right. 3 pulses and over to the left. 3 pulses. Right and left. Good. And we're going to take the hands in a nice drop position overhead again. And drop them. Overhead. Drop. You can really swing. Good. And shake out those shoulders. Shake the knees. Shake the bum. Make sure everything's working. Ready to swing. Breathe in. And falling forward. Arms overhead. Swing. One more. And release. Good. Well done, you guys. And I'm coming to sit back down. Whew. Okay. Well, that was intense. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're not going to miss me too much before Monday. You'll feel me tomorrow morning, I'm sure. There are a couple of areas that worked really hard. So I know that I will feel it tomorrow. But what a way to end the week, isn't it? Hey? Tick. Look, whoops, wellness. Looked after myself, did some nice exercise, and I'm ready for a good weekend of resting, relaxing, going for a nice long walk maybe, spending time with family and friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I miss you guys, those that I haven't seen. And I know that any day now we're going to have that level 1 announcement. And then my group, my fabulous 4 group, will get together again, which is going to be great. I'm so looking forward to it. Can't wait. The rest of you, thank you for joining me. With level 1, the sad news is that these YouTube videos will end. Just because I'm not going to have time with my groups and my private sessions to continue, which is really sad, I know. But if you really want them to continue, do something about it. Let me know, and I will consider it. Okay, I've really enjoyed them. And it's not the end yet. I know that we've got another week or 2. I think maybe tonight he'll give a talk, who knows. But I think by the end of September, we'll be back onto level 1 and all will appear normal, whatever that is. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. I love you. I love what I do. I really cherish and love our relationship in this space. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you next week. All right. Lots of love. Bye.